What's going on, y'all? How you doing? Yeah, it's a different day. I'm doing some stuff around the house. I'm wearing the same shirt. So, one thing I wanted to tell y'all that I'm hearing, and it's quite disturbing. There's a lot of banks in the U.S. that are having trouble with their bonds. They sell bonds to other countries like China. China has been one of the biggest buyers of our debt. Okay, they buy it in bonds for it to be paid back more later on down the road. Well, the bonds they're not worth anything, not much, because our financial system is going downhill quick. Uh, the bond, the bonds that everybody keeps buying, that's just debt. They're putting money in for that bond for like the same thing China does to be paid back later at a higher rate. But our dollar is kind of wavering, and on top of that, with people like Saudi Arabia and all them, the BRICS nations getting away from the petrodollar, that's going to be another thing that's actually literally going to impact us directly. So if you have any money in the bank, get it out. Leave what you need in there. Or get everything out, and what you do need, go put it in there. But don't leave anything in the bank. China is having problems with their banking system too. Banks over there in China have already closed the doors, and people who had bank accounts in there, they've already told them anything that you had in there is now the property of the CCP. Well, the American banking system is no different. When you sign that little contract to open up an account, all that big fine print, page after page, says, well, we can use your money without you knowing it to buy weapons, start a coup around someplace, get in with another bank and put money together to do something and all. They're going to use your money to profit them, not you. Yeah. And in the time of a financial crisis, the banks in the U.S. will do the same damn thing. They will close the door and everything that's in those accounts, even though they are FDIC insured. Okay? So if our dollar nationwide starts going down, does it really matter if that bank in your money is FDIC insured? No. That's like trying to say, oh, well, I want to insure that dog turd there. What? Get me? If it's not worth anything, what is there to insure? Or if it's not worth much, what is there to insure? See what I mean? One thing that is helping the U.S. is all the people getting their sovereignty back. Okay? But at the same time, alliances are being broke and new alliances are being made. And the thing with the financial system has a lot to do with commodities, things that move back and forth by the ton. Beans, rice, sugar, salt, stuff like that. Okay, it moves around the world and here in the country, yada yada. Most people don't know that salt and things like that, that was used as a currency long time ago before there were actually any money. Well, with everything that's happening with China, the bonds that are falling through the roof, nobody's wanting to buy them. They're not even really wanting to cash them in, or if they do cash them in, they're not really worth much. So that kind of sets that perpetual motion in how things, instead of it, just not like a snowball, It's going to be like each step. You know what I mean? Down a flight of stairs. And it's not going to be just little bit by little bit. It's going to be boom, 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 chunk after chunk after chunk. That's how it happens. Because how many people have the U.S. dollar? See what I mean? Just because people have it doesn't mean anything. If you go back and look at the 1933, 1934 videos in Germany, there are people literally with wheelbarrows mounded up with German marks, okay, that couldn't even buy a loaf of bread. Yeah. We ain't never seen anything like that around here. Yet. People say, well, the bold bonds, I'm sorry, I'm trying to, bonds are hooked to gold, okay? Gold is going down right now. It's lost over $100 in the past 3 days, okay? Silver's lost a few bucks, but silver has the biggest jump to be made rather than gold. You see what I mean? Even though gold can go up quite a bit, but silver has the biggest jump to be had. And everybody knows it. The mines around the world that are selling precious metals, they're having a little bit of a conundrum right now with pricing because every ounce that they pull out and they sell it for, there's not really much difference, any profit to be made because what they're selling it for is pretty much what it costs for them to mine it. See what I'm talking about? For them to process it and all that kind of stuff. Well, that has a potential to just totally, wow. I mean, there's a bunch of things with that, and I don't know all the details about it, but I know a little bit, and I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on. But the bonds and gold are hooked up with the U.S. dollar and also the WTO, the World Trade Organization, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, okay? There's so much stuff, y'all. I cannot tell you everything that I know. I mean, I would have to chat you up for literal days, man. But all of this is hooked together. And like I say, when our financial system and our money starts going downhill, it is not long for everything else to be following it. You understand? Because our banking system, they have stepped on everything year after year after year after freaking year to get where they are. But now they're having to pay the price because they have literally over leveraged themselves. Okay? So like, say if you had a credit card and you already say it's maxed out at $5,000 and that was your limit. Well, you go back up there and even though you're behind payments or whatever, you go up there and you ask that bank, oh, I want you to raise my limit. And they're like, oh, okay. You know, that's what they've been doing with all these dipshits around the world, running everything up on projection. Everything in the banking system is projection. Nothing is for sure solid going to happen. That's just the way it is. Financial system is all built and earned, kind of so to speak, on projection. How many of these people, like with Charles Schwab and these people that can tell you financial advice and stuff, well, those are the ones that's going to be, they're going to be probably taking it hard. If you don't know much about the 1929 stock market crash here in the U.S., there were literal executives jumping out of the damn buildings down there off of Wall Street. Yes, because they had literally lost millions overnight. Yeah. So I'm trying to let everybody know what's going on. If you can, get you a little gold and silver, okay? Silver is like what I was looking at just earlier. It's under about $22 an ounce, okay? And they've been talking about $50, $60, $70 ounce silver for a very, very long time, y'all. Yeah. So if you can, do yourself a favor. JM Bullion, Hero Bullion. Those are two companies that I work with. JM's a little bit higher. Hero's probably going to be the best bet for your price and things like that. But each one of them secure their packages when they send them to you. They're insured. So that's why you're going to pay a little bit more for them. But you know damn well when it gets to you, it's going to be the real deal and you're going to be able to hold it in your flipping hand, man. So I hope this helps y'all. I want to spread the news as much as I can to let everybody know what's happening, especially when it comes to your money. More people have more troubles with money than anything on the face of the goddamn planet. You know? Well, besides drugs, but that's the reason why they have so much money problems is because, drugs, alcohol, whatever, all that crap. But you see what I'm talking about? It has the potential for it to go. And we don't want to get caught up in it, so that's why I'm trying to help you out. Trying to get you just to understand a little bit about what's going on, that the bank uses our money to facilitate their deals around the world and all this other kind of stuff that benefit them, the bank, not you at all, but them, the bank. Yes, they'll make millions off of using your money. Even though you might not have that very much, that don't matter. They're going to say, that stakeholder in my bank, I'm going to use their money and blah, blah, blah. Well, they ain't got much in it, so what? But it still works. Yeah, it does. So, yeah. If you don't want the people in your banks using your money to profit themselves, instead of you getting the profit, get your flipping money out of there. Cut that goddamn credit card up. Yep, and pay it off and be done with it. Don't you know that the government also gets money from our government for the debt that the bank carries as well? You know that? So even though the people who have a credit card that they're missing their payments or what, it doesn't matter. All of us taxpayers are paying their credit card bills. Yep. It's quite disturbing. Quite disturbing how the banking system has got so goddamn twisted, and yeah, they won't tell us the truth. So I hope this helps y'all out. I hope that y'all can look into a little bit and see what's happening for yourself. Realize what you need to do. Take care of your own business. Take care of your own house. Get it in order. Take care of your money, what you have. Before they just go out there and click, lock the doors, and then you're like, hey, what's that? Hey, man, my ATM don't work either. What's going on? Don't say nobody warned you. Man, I hate it. I hate it. I do. But if I can try to spread the information as much as I can, that's what I want to do. I'll be back, y'all. I appreciate you. I hate this. I never thought that I would see my country in the shape that it is now. God bless the United States of America. Screw you commies. You know the drill. You know the drill. Appreciate y'all. I'll be back. Y'all have a good day.